So today we're going to have a theme that focuses on the heart center. There. And the theme I'm entitling Inside and Outside. So we're going to be aware of both something internal and something external at the same time. And the internal will be, on the one hand, the heart center itself. We'll do a position that takes our hands together to the heart, a bit later, the tiptoe pose. And also internal will count as the spine. We're going to focus on having a very central, long flowing vertical line of the spine. In particular, we'll do quite a lot of positions that work on the thoracic spine, the region where the heart center is. And outside counts as the space around us. And we're going to be aware of both, that in a relationship, and if we feel that relationship, it makes us more aware of the heart center and thus can create a feeling of calmness. So that's our theme for today. And we will start with sun prayer. So you can stand towards the front of your mat. And we'll take our awareness then as our central axis to the spine. And just starting this standing position, taking your awareness to the spine, this idea that it's a vertical line. And let's take the hands into the space outside us. So we've got an awareness now of outside and inside. And then you can take your hands to the heart center for the first gesture in that sun prayer. And now we'll take the arms up and begin to lengthen the spine. Take the hands down. And you can just slide out forwards a little bit, again, lengthening the spine. Hands next to the feet, right foot back. And let's come down into the base and swing the arms up. And once again, you can grow into a length through the spine. Then come into the plank, good straight line. Knees down, chest down. And with the cobra, once again, good long spine. Downward dog. Spine is the central axis. Right foot forward. Rising up. Growing. And left foot forward. Lengthen outwards. Swing up. Grow. Spine is the central axis. And then make a vertical line with your hands. Once again, from the outer space into the center. Rising up. Vertical line. And then come down. Along the spine. Hands next to the feet, left foot back. Swinging up with the arms, growing up into the half moon, being aware of the spine. And plank. Firm line, central axis of the spine. Knees down, chest down. Opening into the cobra, shoulders down and back. Triangle. Aware of the spine. Left foot forward. Swing up. Good long line with the half moon. And then take the right foot forward and stretch out in front. Relax a little, swing up. Legs drawn together. Lengthen through the upper spine, right through to the fingertips. and hands. Let's take our awareness to this upper section of the back and flowing right through to the arms. Let's just do the first two movements of the sun prayer. The first one starts with the hands in the outer space, coming to the heart center. And the second movement is to take the arms up. And now if we really think of the upper spine, you can lift your chest up a bit more, tightening between your shoulders a little bit more so that that upper spine really gets a centering kind of activity. And imagine the movement continues now and flows up through the arms, right up high, so we're really drawn into a length. And then take the hands down. It's quite energizing, particularly for the upper spine, to do it in that way. We'll try and do that with the whole sequence now. Hands out to the space, to the center. Take the arms up, lifting the chest, lengthening through your upper sides, draw the shoulder blades a bit together, lengthen the arms a bit more, right through to the fingertips, really long, and take the hands down again. Bend forwards. And now let's see if we can do the same thing, flowing out into a really long length from the upper spine, right forwards, right through into the arms. Hands next to your feet, right foot back, and down with the hips. Take the arms up, and now we'll do the same thing, lifting the chest more. See if you can even tighten the shoulder blades again, and let the arms become really long. And then come back down again. Go into the plank, good long line, knees down, chest down. And in the cobra, you can really tighten the shoulder blades and open the chest once again, higher and higher. And push back into the downward dog. And if you lift up your bottom a little bit more, your chest comes towards your knees and you can lengthen the upper spine. Be aware of that section again between your shoulder blades. And now the right foot forward, down into the half moon, swing up with the arms, lifting the chest, tightening the shoulder blades, bringing the arms back and really long. And then release again, hands down. Step forward with the other foot. Take the arms up in front and once again build up that length, drawing forwards and out. And relax down. Swing up. One more time, lifting up the chest. Lengthening through the upper spine, long arms. And take the hands by the side. You can feel yourselves tall and long. Hands together. Take the arms up and do it a bit faster on the other side, but still really stretching and opening. Hands down, gliding far out forwards. Hands by your feet, the left foot back. Swinging up, growing through the upper spine, real length. And then into the plank. Knees down, chest and face down. Cobra, shoulders down and back. Triangle. Raise your bottom, chest towards your knees. Left foot forward. Swing up with the arms. Lift your chest and lengthen right through. Right foot forward. Lengthening far out in front. Relax. Swing up. Start to grow. Breathe breath, long up the spine. Blowing through the arms to the fingertips. And then take the hands by your sides. Just pause. Let's come to our theme, which is inside and outside. So for the inside, we can feel our spine. And for the outside, we can look with our eyes around into the space around us. We have both in a relationship. So we're going to come to another fairly active position. This relationship can be calming, but we can still be very active. This is the raised scales. Take one foot forward. Lift up out of your hips. And take your arms up above your head. Fingertips to stay very light. And now you can think from the fingertips down to that point. The heart center on the spine. You're thinking downwards, which means that you now contract inwards a bit at that point. Once again, you can try and draw the shoulder blades a bit together. The arms can remain loose and free, a bit differently from how we did it just now, because we were pushing the arms up before. Now you can leave them more relaxed, but really allow the tightness in that chest region. Okay, come back then. Up the foot forward. Take the arms lightly up. Think down through the upper spine to a tightening on the spine at the region of the heart center. So the shoulder blades can draw together and tighten. The arms stay loose, the chest opens. And then come back again. Change sides again, step forward. Take the arms up, very light and free. Drawing down, tightening in. Up the heart center on the spine, and now raise the back leg. Trying to straighten it as well, so you come into an arched position. Very tightened along your back. And then return. Up the side. Good step. Raise the arms. Lift the chest, tightening the shoulder blades behind. Raise the back leg. So you can see how you've got an arched form. And come back. Just in between, we'll just come into the forward bend again to lengthen out the back. Make sure your breath stays flowing lightly and freely during this counter stretch. Relax again and swing up. Take the hands down. So we're going to come into the scales, but this is the raised scales, which means we try and keep the chest as open as we can. Take the right foot forward again. And take the arms up. We'll come into the same starting position we just did. Tightening between the shoulder blades, the chest is opening. And you can really build up that tension behind on your upper spine, as we did last time. Then raise the back leg, as we did last time. We come into this arched position, and we want to keep this as we keep the chest really open and just try and raise that back leg. This is the raised scales. And then return. Opening up, hands down. And the other side. Take a step. Taking the arms up. Building up, tightening behind. Raise the back leg. And now keeping that chest really open. Raise that back leg up as high as you can. And then return. Opening up the chest. Okay, let's take the hands down. Just have a little pause so we can come back to our theme again. Inside and outside. Feel your spine. Central axis. It becomes energized through these movements. And be aware of your breath coming and going from outside. Very free. We can feel more spacious outside, more centered inside. Let's come into a forward bend again as a counter pose. And then relax and swing up. Take the hands down. Come down onto your mats. You're going to come to another position that really activates the upper spine and opens the chest. And this one is called the pose of cheerfulness. You do a few preparations first. You take your arms behind like that, drawing the shoulder blades together, opening the chest up outwards. So we'll take the arms up in a slow movement through the outside space, rising up really high, lengthening through the upper spine. Long arms, you can feel the chest open. And there's a really good tightening behind on the upper spine. Come back down again. Right. Let's do this once again. So first of all, just draw the shoulder blades a little bit together. Then raise lightly up with the arms, feeling the outside space. Lifting the chest. Arms in the air around you, gradually coming together. And then you can see if you can come into this balance. And come back down again. And we'll set ourselves a little time challenge. 20 seconds holding the balance. Draw the shoulder blades together. Opening the chest. We've got a good center in the upper spine, and the arms glide through the outside space. You can look outwards, lifting up the heart center, free breath, and now come up into the balance. Good, lifting up, right through, flowing up high. 10 more seconds. Keep breathing, really rising up high. And 20, come down. Let's just come into a good upright sitting position. After this exercise, if we've really worked to lift the chest, we can feel very centered in this heart region. And we can also notice how we feel freer around the outside. The breath becomes freer, the space starts to feel more open. So we'll come to the next position where we lift up the chest and open the heart and have a very centered spine. And this is the fish. So for the fish, you can lie on your back and take the hands, the arms close together, shoulder blades drawn together, palms side by side, straighten out your legs. And let's start by feeling this narrow centered line. In particular, you can take your awareness to the spine, and particularly the spine, the upper spine, between the shoulder blades. You can draw the shoulder blades together a bit more. Notice how as you do that, even in this lying position, if you draw the shoulder blades together, your chest starts to open out a bit more. We've got more openness to the outside and more tightness inwards along the upper spine. Now come up onto your elbows. And in this position, you can tighten your shoulder blades even more, lifting the chest high up. Keep breathing, really building up that tightness, that open chest. Finally, you can drop the head back. And lower all the way down onto the ground with the top of the head. Think of still tightening the shoulder blades together, lifting the chest. Open chest, free breath. And then come back down again into a lying position. So we'll do the position once again. And let's take our thought inside and outside. The inside counts as the spine, the outside counts as the space around. And with the spine, we're particularly focusing on the point between the shoulder blades. Let's come into the movement again. Come up onto your elbows. Draw the shoulder blades together. We're tightening to the inside as we lift the chest. And then you drop the head back. Inside and outside. Lower your head down to the floor. And say with the thought inside and outside. And then come back out of the position again. Just release your arms. And be aware of your breathing. As you lie on the ground, you can see the space above you. And then come up to a sitting position. So we're going to come then to the tiptoe pose. And to prepare for this one, you can come into a kneeling position. Good upright spine. So for the tiptoe pose, we have the centre both at the heart, and we also have the spine, two things that count as inside. Let's start with the head and the shoulders. Really relax, the arms pointing downwards, really relaxed. Whereas the spine rises gently upwards through the centre. And now let's take the arms very lightly up through the surrounding space. Just gliding weightlessly upwards. And as you do this movement, you can feel as if the spine is getting longer and longer. That central axis. Etherically light. Until the arms are raised right up above the head. You can feel that length in the spine. And then you can take the hands to the heart center. This is where we can really find that calm sense of center. Now the center at the heart, and we have the space around us. Let's do that movement once again in kneeling, and then we'll come to balancing on our toes. So the first step is to have the arms and the shoulders and the hands relaxed, and gently lifted spine. The second stage is this light movement. We feel the spine gradually growing longer, and the arms gently moving through the outside space. The third stage is that we then take the hands completely above the head. Long, long spine. Etherically light. And the fourth stage is that we then take the hands to the heart center. We can experience the center, the inside, and the space around us, the outside. With that calming relationship. And relax. So for that preparation, we will do the same thing, balancing on the toes. Take your knees down so that your thighs are horizontal. Your spine is vertical. Once again, we start with the shoulders and the arms relaxed. The spine gently lengthened. Raise the arms gently up through the space. Long, long, long line. The hands come above the head. And then down to the heart center. And then come back down again. Let's just finally finish off in an upright, kneeling or sitting position. Our theme then has been to become aware of something inside, which is the vertical line of the spine, and the center in the heart, combined with something outside, which is the surrounding space. And if we can be aware of these two together, the effect can be really calming. It gives a sense of I or self, which corresponds to the heart center. So let's finish our session there.